I just was in a really hopeless situation where I didn't even think that it was even possible for me to get out of prison. I really felt like I was going to be in prison for the next 16 years. I really had a mental breakdown at that time, and it really just caused me to wake up and look at the choices that I was making. I did 4 years, and then in January of 22, Governor Northam signed a pardon for me, and I was released and I came to Richmond. Well, for me, I really struggled for a long time because I felt like there was something wrong with me. I thought, a lot of mental issues, addiction issues, and all of it was rooted in trauma. I had a lot of bitterness, a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, and I had to really work on some of those things because carrying all that hatred wasn't doing anything but hurting me. So I started reading a lot of self-help books. I started working on forgiveness and processing a lot of things, and that's how I kind of came to the understanding that I did have a lot of trauma in my background. I started kind of exploring different spiritual paths. I found some therapeutic modalities that are geared more towards people with trauma, one of them being inner child work or schema therapy, and so those are the things that helped me process my own complex trauma. So I just kind of had this idea in my head of if I take yoga and meditation and mindfulness and combine it with this trauma therapy, what would happen? So I worked with, some of my bunkmates, some of the people that I lived with, and I saw a lot of transformation in people who actually, really put effort into it. Realizing that, I had some tools that I had gained through this experience, it made me want to seek out the peer recovery specialist position at Richmond Behavioral Health. Virginia needs a second chance to look at addiction as being a coping mechanism. If we could help people heal from their underlying issues that even got them incarcerated in the first place, deal with the mental health, deal with the addiction, deal with the trauma, they could get out and be helpful to the community. They could be other peer recovery specialists, they could be mentors, advocates, better moms for their children. But instead, Virginia takes the stance of just locking people up for decades at a time and not even looking at the whole picture. I'm what a second chance looks like. I am healed. I'm an active member in making our society better. And to be able to give an opportunity to do it the right way, I'm very grateful for that because it makes me feel like I'm taking a bad situation and turning it into something good. Virginia needs a second chance.